Hello, my beautiful souls. Welcome into your daily read for Friday, July 14th, 2023. I'm struggling to get this reading done, but we will get it done for you. Me and Spirit, of course. But we're going to begin and pull from this Green Witch Oracle deck, and then I have the Witch Tarot deck to follow up with that. So let's do some shuffling. So you might be a little bit spacey throughout this day. I feel like for some of which, like myself, a little bit tired, a bit out of it, potentially a bit all over the place, perspective-wise, accomplishing-wise, in your mind, naturally, at least part of the day. But I do feel the need to mention the song that I kept singing as I was getting ready today to begin doing these readings. And the lyrics were "Baby, I'm Jealous." Now, in the first attempt to get this reading done, as I said, cut out the word baby. Now, that could be relevant for your situation, right? Say it's somebody you're connected to romantically or dating-wise, or whatever the case may be. But for the majority of which, it feels like it's an acquaintance, a friend, somebody, a coworker potentially. So it's one if not multiple people that are jealous of you. You could be the one that's jealous, but I feel that's less likely. I feel the majority of which onto the reading, again, there's one if not several people who are jealous of you. And if this is something beneficial that they're jealous of, please do not adjust your perspective, your feeling about, or even the results when it comes to whatever it is they're jealous of. It could just be your looks, your personality, your way of being, attention you're getting maybe. But it feels like there's something for some that's beneficial, rewarding, that you deserve, that's meant to be for you, and one if not several people are jealous of it. If it's in regards to your looks or way of being, so be it, right? You can't let that get in the way of, I'm hearing, your confidence, your courage, and your ability to enjoy the day and achieve what you need to is what I'm getting. But continuance. There's a huge focus throughout this day on, okay, I'm hearing the fruits of your labor and temptation, if we look at these apples, but on one, if not several situations that you're continuing. I also feel like as I'm struggling to speak, I'm already needing more water. You need to remember to take care of yourself. Say you're running around, you're busy, or you're just so focused, or even just feeling out of it. Remember to eat healthy foods. Take time out. I don't care how busy you are. Remember to drink water. That's going to be essential. All right. There's no coincidence, throughout the day in general. But when it comes to me now feeling dehydrated so soon after I began this reading, I do feel like for some, you're doing a lot of talking, a lot of moving, storytelling. You could be more so finding stories being told to you by other people, spirit through other people. It could be more so social media or something of the sort. But yeah, look at that communication. I do feel as if, as I held this in the reverse position at first, there's a focus on a lack of communication. All right. Whether it's desired communication, news, results that you're waiting for, looking to come in. But for some, it could be a ghosting situation or a lack of communication between you and somebody else. It could be somebody you work with and or live with that you don't, or multiple people that you don't speak to, but you're picking up on their energy or just observing them. I do sense that your communication is quite on point. Just stay in your lane or just stay focused. Who you actually bond with throughout this day, purposeful, all right? I feel as if this day also reminds you or informs you, okay? It highlights the type of energies that do you justice, that are right for you, okay? I'm hearing your cup of tea. Where two peas in a pod is now what I'm getting. Doesn't mean they're a lifelong friend or whatever the case may be. It doesn't even mean you guys are close. But when you bond with somebody, look at that as purposeful, all right? There's a reasoning for, if not several reasons, for you guys being brought together by spirit or just the moment, that situation, right? And even if it's something, say, simplistically, they needed your energy or your way of being, the words that you just saying the right thing at the right time, or giving them a pep talk, or it could be, vice versa, wrap it around, horrible wording, switch it around. I do feel as if, there's a reason, if not multiple. Desire. What are we desiring? Okay. More free time is what I'm hearing. A new situation for some. Communication, once again, is a possibility. Desiring more money, more abundance in general, not just being financial. I desire more fruit is what I'm hearing. I desire my space. Okay. Very interesting. And I really need and desire peace, but more enjoyment as well, potentially, or one or the other. Let's move on to the tarot. To continue, the Knight of Wands. All right, so there is passionate movement. I do sense an eagerness, even a courage to move forward faster, more so. Spirit is reminding you to slow your roll in more than one way, on more than one level, right? Say, for example, if I'm running around at my serving job, it's not always going to be super or at all beneficial to be running around, right? Slip-ups could happen, stuff of that nature. But then on a larger level, it's like maybe there's a change, a commitment that you wish to fast forward towards. Take a deep breath, ground yourself, and just do what you have to do throughout this day, because it's almost a feeling that if you think about things too large picture-wise, for this day specifically, or you think too ahead, it's not going to benefit you, right? Staying in the present moment and keeping things realistic and remembering divine timing and the purposeful pace and progression of things, absolutely important, okay, and beneficial all the meanwhile. As I'm being drawn to the dragon, somebody's energy, and it could be yours, but I feel like someone else's as well, is their energy is larger than life, but it might not be in a good way. But then I feel like you could be communicating and bonding with somebody who has big energy in a likable way, okay? Makes you laugh, comforts you even, potentially. There's something that you're needing to write down. Try not to trust your ability to memorize, because it's one of those days, times where if you choose to memorize something or just try to remember it, even if it's shortly after that you're meant to utilize whatever it is or put that to use. Yeah, anyways, I repeated myself. You might do that throughout this day. You might find yourself getting distracted. Somebody else takes your attention. Something else comes to mind or needs to be memorized, and then you forget that. It's just write it down, okay? Okay, catch my breath. The Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, where you put your effort, you're going to see results, period, okay? Remember that, but I do feel like you're thinking about savings, increase, decrease even, spending habits, energy, lack thereof which, hydration, lack thereof which. Don't overdo it. Take that in more than one way, but also try to make sure that throughout this day, as you do what you have to do, or even choose to do, roll with the punches, go with the flow. I'm hearing ride the waves. Okay, don't trust everything you hear. That could be spiritual messages coming through, right? Not every spirit is going to be helpful or even trustworthy or truthful, but I just feel like this could be somebody that you cross paths with, okay? Always trust your intuition. Yeah, I'm being drawn to the word messages on a tarot box. Okay, even when it comes to articles, alerts, notifications, just either dig deeper, read into it, or allow for your intuition to speak to you at certain points. Anyways, the Four of Swords and the Five of Swords, one thing at a time, one after the other. Slip-ups will happen is what I'm hearing. Even if it's not your own, you might be more so witnessing them, needing to assist in regards to that. It could be you, of course. It's a day that lacks perfection, but has purposefulness written all over it throughout it, okay? If you see a feather, don't be surprised. We're reminding you that we're here to help, to protect, to guide, to not fret the small stuff, all right? I even feel like you might, like myself, not be fretting or stressing the small stuff, but then you might need to communicate that, remind that to someone else, or it might just be that feeling where it's like, I don't think it's my place to say something, but stop stressing it. It's not worth it, okay? But the Four of Swords and the Five of Swords talking about how there are certain stresses, okay? I feel like emotions may be running high throughout this day. Just a feeling if you look at this imagery, even if it's not your own, it's like, okay, people need to just take a deep breath, get it together. Frustration might come into play, even again, if it's not yours. But I do feel like, once again, going back to the feather, protection, my friend, protection, if I could say it, as I literally can barely speak because I'm so dry in the throat. When you don't know what to say, just move on. I don't know why this is coming through. I do sense that there are going to be moments where if you are at a loss for words or you just don't feel comfortable, there's a natural redirecting of your focus, your presence, okay? Just move on. There's something else that needs your attention more so, of more importance. But I do feel like there's going to be at least one part of the day, if not several parts, where you're resting, okay? Even if that's, say, just a sliver of the beginning and the end, or one of which for your day. Let it remind you of something, okay? But I do feel like, I'm hearing rest your head. I do sense that there is a need for you to pat yourself on the back, all right? Be proud of what you accomplish, how you carry things, how you are better at what you're doing throughout this day than you once were. And even, I want to say, in comparison to other people or somebody else, but I feel like there will be, and this could be in that resting period, a reminder of the past. Why? Because you've come so far, because it's a day that reminds you that you still have a lot further to go. But even, you know, with that, making it a bit more difficult, but still being important, to stay in the present moment, to reground yourself. And again, pat yourself on the back, if I could even say it, because I do feel like you're going to accomplish a lot throughout this day, and it's going to feel quite rewarding. Again, I'm hearing the fruits of your labor. All right, so I hope this was truly helpful. Sending you so much love and light. Go enjoy your Friday, and I'll see you next time.